A breaking news update tonight with team coverage of the death of 10-year-old RaNiya Wright. We just got plenty of new information and documents regarding this case, including an interview with her teacher.
And the doctor told her that I had a brain aneurysm and that he feels that the brain aneurysm burst that day. And she told me that she felt really bad because I had been complaining about headaches and she had not done anything about it.
Today, for the first time, investigators releasing details about what happened and the cause of death for this 10-year-old child. Her family spoke out saying they still have unanswered questions. What's now being called a slap fight happened on March 25th at Forest Hills Elementary School. RaNiya was later flown to MUSC, passing away 2 days later. But today, the solicitor's office said she died of natural causes and the fight had nothing to do with it.
Today, investigators revealing details on the death of Forest Hills Elementary School student RaNiya Wright, saying she died of natural causes.
There was no evidence of trauma on or inside the body of RaNiya Wright that would indicate that any fight in any magnitude contributed to her death.
14th Circuit Solicitor Duffy Stone said Wright's autopsy shows the trauma in her brain was a result of a neurological condition known as AVM and that she was likely born with it.
Normally, a human being will have arteries and veins going through their body. They will be separated and connected by capillaries. In this situation, in this case, and in fact it is a rare instance, the arteries and veins are tangled and intertwined. That causes pressure on the artery and the vascular walls, and that pressure eventually will lead to rupture.
Stone says medical records show Wright had been to the doctor at least 7 times with complaints of headaches, and that a pathologist could not find a link between the rupture and the altercation at school.
There were no bruises, no cuts, no scrapes.
Because of that, Stone will not be bringing criminal charges in the incident. Members of the Colleton County Sheriff's Office also said their investigation found no indication that the incident was handled improperly or involved bullying.
The teacher was in control of the classroom. She was present. She was in the classroom. She was at her desk, and she immediately responded to the situation to separate the 2 children and notify an administrator.
Following today's announcement, her family is speaking out. News 2's Deanne Roberts has been following this story from the very beginning, tells us how RaNiya's mother and grandfather are reacting.
RaNiya Wright's mother says the information we all received today is just the beginning as she continues fighting for justice in her daughter's death.
I miss my daughter. I am not able to hold my daughter again, kiss her.
The emotions of a grieving mother.
I'm angry one moment. I'm sad one moment.
10-year-old RaNiya Wright died after what officials said was a school fight. Friday, officials said RaNiya's death was not caused by the fight, rather a pre-existing brain condition. However, her mother, Ashley Wright, says she never knew her child was sick.
My child was very healthy. Any medical issues, I have known about none of them until this situation occurred.
Officials say RaNiya's death had nothing to do with bullying, but Ashley says her daughter complained about being bullied daily.
My daughter came home every day about that same girl.
Although law enforcement officials say students they spoke to said there was only a 10 to 15 second slap fight and no signs of bullying on March 25th, Ashley's attorney says otherwise.
Student 2 then told RaNiya, "Your mama is broke. You got a big nose. You look like a boy, and you like girls." Student 2 attacked RaNiya from behind, put her in a headlock. Student 2 used her free hand to punch RaNiya in the head over and over. Each punch to RaNiya's head made a loud sound.
So Ashley and her attorney say this is just the beginning of the unfinished story about what happened to RaNiya Wright. Ashley Wright's attorney says they're going to continue investigating until they believe justice is served. We will continue following this story and bring you any updates here on News 2. Reporting in Colleton County, Deanne Roberts, Count on 2.